Hello everybody, long time no see. I am B and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Emily the Strange inspired makeup look, who is a cartoon from a book in like the 90s. I'm not sure exactly what year, but I'll pop that on screen. And I've created my own kind of template to do the look, which I'll show you here, but I'll also pop on screen for a kind of collab that I'm doing on my Instagram. So we're all picking a character and we're going to do a look based off our character and then put them all together and show everyone over on Instagram.
You guys, I've just realised I've got chocolate or food or something on my upper lip. Like, oh my god, this is gonna bug me for the whole rest of the video.
So yeah, for my character I picked Emily, as she's one of my favourite and I feel like most known Gothic characters in today's world. I mean, she's been for a long time now. I'm going to show you a tutorial how I achieved this look, and yeah, let's get started. So the first thing part of the look is obviously, as you can see on this photo, the white base, although I do also have a version here without a white base. It's so important to know that you do not need to have pale or white foundation to fit into this goth you know, look. And that's just something that people do online. That's kind of become a thing. So like people think that that's part of the look, that you need to have that specific look, and you really don't. So I just want to put that out there. But for today's look, I personally will be doing a white base. For my foundation, I am using the Sunset Makeup Foundation, although it's beginning to like crack and split and go really horrible. So it's something I probably wouldn't recommend. I don't know if that's just my dry skin though. A little tip that she gave me when I complained about it was to apply it with my fingers, so I have been doing that and that has slightly helped. So I'll do that today, but I'm just going to place that all over my face on top of my primer with a white foundation. Depending on which one you use, you're going to want to make sure the primer matches that so it doesn't like react to the chemicals in the foundation and make it split. So yeah, I'm just going to apply that all over my face. Okay, so now I've done it with my fingers, I'm going to get a sponge and I'm just going to kind of go over the top. In fact, I'm just going to add a little bit extra onto the sponge just so it doesn't pick up the product. So that is the white base. As you can see, it is very dramatic, but once I add on the rest of my makeup it will kind of tone that down. And I think next we're going to go on to the brows, as that's quite a big thing in this look. Okay, so now I'm going to be roughly covering up my brows. I don't really have the best tutorial because I don't have any of the glue, but there's much better tutorials like using the purple glue stick and stuff. But for mine I am using the NYX brow glue, and I'm going to comb that through my brows. Also, a lot of makeup I want to stay in this is old makeup I've had before I've known about like supports of bad things and like not being cruelty free makeup. And a lot of my makeup that has run out, I have been like switching to brands I support more, so I just want to put that out there now. And I'm just going to comb that through and really lay that on flat, and even get my fingers and like really press that down, as it's going to be easier once I add my second layer. So then I'm going to go in with my foundation again and my sponge, and I'm going to use this point side. This is the sponge from Primark, they're the Nightmare Before Christmas ones. I've also got in the little clips, and I'm just going to really pat that onto the brow, try to cover it up. I have very dark eyebrows, so you're obviously still going to be able to see it, but it will help a little bit, and we can just cover that up with some like eyeshadow or something later on. So now I have the brows more covered, I'm going to go on to drawing the dramatic pointed brows on. So for this, I'm going to use an eyeliner. Normally I'd use a pen eyeliner. I use the Epic Wear one, but I've actually lost it, so I'm going to be using this other one I have, sorry, pot eyeliner, but I'm going to be using this pen eyeliner I have, which is the Wonder Ink one by Rimmel. This is actually a really good eyeliner, so if you're looking for a pen one, I would recommend this because it is just so dark and it doesn't like smudge really easily. So I'll show you a little close up of the brow now, and I'm going to do that and do the cross, and hopefully it comes out okay and symmetrical, because often my brows are looking a little bit like sisters and not twins. So what you're going to want to do is drag it up until about halfway where your eyebrow is, and I'm going to do that on the other side as well. And once you have your two little points, I mean, they're not perfect, but I'm happy with them. I'm now going to do the little cross that I did on my template, which is pretty self-explanatory. You can do it small, you can do it big. Just going to do a little cross. So mine's maybe a little thicker than I would have wanted, but that's the kind of thing I love about makeup, is it is just an art and it doesn't have to be perfect. And now I've done the little crosses, I actually really like that. I might start doing my brows like this more often. I'm going to do the little tails nice and sharp and just bring them down like so. Okay, I'm actually really happy with that. I'm also going away to go see my partner today, so it's going to be fun going on a ferry and like trains and stuff with my eyebrows like this, because I'm probably going to be too lazy to take it off, not going to lie. I'm also filming a video after this, so if you want to check that out, I'm going to be filming a Killslot haul. So now we've got both of the eyebrows done, we're going to go on to eyeliner, which is always my favourite bit. And here's a little close-up of the brows. Please ignore that I have 4 brows currently. That is something we're going to sort out with a bit of eyeshadow later. So for the eyeliner, I'm going to do a nice close-up tutorial, as people always ask me how I do my eyeliner. So for today we're going to do it quite big. Now, my first tip of where I was starting is to draw a point at the end. Mine's going to be huge, but you can obviously do it like here. But I'm going to bring it just above my natural brow. And I'm going to make sure that this is kind of symmetrical on both sides, so mine actually wasn't. But yeah, make sure it's kind of symmetrical, and then what I would do is I would follow, make a point at the end, and I would follow that all the way down to the lash line. It doesn't matter if it goes a little bit underneath, because I add eyeliner underneath, that's just kind of how I do it. And then do the same on the other side. So as you can see, my eyes are naturally a little bit wonky, so that's why it always does look wonky, and I am aware of that. But we like a little bit of wonkiness. We're all a bit crazy in this family. So now going kind of, you're going to leave the point bit, but just starting up there, I'm going to go along, and I'm just going to just kind of go like that, because it helps with the hooded like eyelids that I have. And we're now going to just fill that in, basically. So she's looking a little bit skinny for my liking, so I'm just going to make that slightly bigger on my own wing, just by connecting those up. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the thing I've got over the top. Obviously, I ended up deciding to do a wing, and on her she's got like a little wing, but it's kind of more like a graphic over the top. But because I realised I've got the double brow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that by doing this graphic. So I've obviously added a wing, and I'm going to add this over the top, which is kind of a last minute decision, but I can't do a look without doing a wing. Like, that just doesn't feel like me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, I think, start with the point. So we're going to bring that at the beginning of where my eyebrow is, and I'm going to drag that down and kind of bring that over the top of where my eyebrow is. Also, I don't know if this is just me, but whenever I'm doing like my eyeliner, my knees twitch so much. And yes, I'm wearing my pyjamas right now because you're only seeing the top half. So I'm actually really liking how this is looking so far. I'm just going to neaten this up
just a tad, and we can do the same thing on the other side. So I off camera decided to connect the wing to the kind of arch, which I think's made me a little bit happier with the look, because I don't know, I was beginning to not feel it. So now I'm going to do the inner corners, which you can't really see on the template, but it just brings the eyeliner together. Because you can't really see it that much on the template, I'm going to do it a little bit smaller. Normally I'd bring it all the way down to my nose, but I'm going to do it sort of like here today, which probably still looks really long, but
It's a lot smaller for me, I can tell you that.
And I'm just gonna do this. So I'm really sorry that it's been so long since I've posted. I've actually been really struggling with my physical health since I uploaded my last video, which was like a couple of months ago. I've actually had my fibromyalgia diagnosis, which is obviously something I'm not happy with, but I've been fighting for this diagnosis for about 5 years now, so I'm really glad I now have it, and I've now been put on some medication, actually some antidepressants, but they are known for helping with the pain. I'm on amitriptyline, so if anyone has any like advice for that, feel free to leave that down below, or if anyone else has chronic pain, because your girl's struggling, but hopefully the meds, like once I up them, because I'm only on low dose, will help a little bit more. They're beginning to help a little bit with the nerve pain, so hopefully I can get back into filming more regularly, because I've really missed it. So now I've done that, I'm just going to neaten up the eyeliner, and what I do to kind of do this is I will get a black eyeshadow and a brush, and I'm going to pack on eyeshadow over the top. So for the black, I'm just using this really old Naked Decay palette. You guys will know the one, this was so popular, I feel like, back in the day. I'm just going to go into some black eyeshadow and neaten it up, and I will be back once I've done that. Okay, so I've gone over, and now I've just started adding just a tiny bit of grey just into these inner corners, just to make everything look a little bit more put together, and I feel like it is beginning to come together. I'm actually liking it. I feel like it doesn't look that similar to what I had on the inspo kind of template that I did, but that is me every time I do my makeup. It just changes as I go along. But yeah, I'm really liking it, and I feel like once I've done the lashes and the little looks on the cheek, it's gonna look great. It's not really giving it Emily, not gonna lie, like, as we can see by her makeup on here, it is really simple, but that's why I've done these arches to kind of give it a slight cartoon look. So yeah, I'm now going to go on to drawing the things on the cheek. Please wish me luck, because I can do the goth thing, I can do the brows, I can do the liner, but when it comes to the rest of the makeup, I am awful. Also, can we appreciate this makeup palette I had? This is my mum's. She's had it for quite a while now. She got it second hand, and it's a 90s palette. It is really dusty, but I love her so much. She's one of my favourite things. The shades are now like incredibly chalky, but we've got like this glittery black, which I might actually add on to the look. I'm gonna add some glitter on, because I may be a goth, but you gotta love some glitter. Okay, so I'm now going to go into my eyeliner, and we are going to start drawing this cat, and I am scared because, like I said, I cannot draw. So we're going to start on the body. I'm going to be looking into my mirror, so please ignore the fact that I'm looking down. So for the body, I'm going to start about here. I'm going to bring a line down and kind of create a foot here. Okay. And then I'm gonna create the back leg kind of here. This is not looking good. And the back leg kind of needs to go into the bottom. Oh my god, okay. I think I've really
overstepped how much I know how to do makeup here. And now I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to start to create the tail. Okay, well, we've got a tail. Also, I know this is not looking like a cat right now, but I'm hoping it will come together, okay? That's just trust the process, because I know I certainly am not. Okay, now I've got that. I'm just gonna try my best to neaten up the lines. Okay, and now I've got that, I'm gonna bring the... Okay, I apologise, my camera just ran out of memory. But yeah, now I'm going to try and go onto the head, which I feel like is probably the hardest bit. Okay, let's bring that down. And now we need to go on and draw the ears. Oh my god. I am never ever doing something like this again, I can tell you now. I am not enjoying this process. Okay, and now a little round bit, and we can draw on the other ear. Okay, for my first time doing a cat, you can see what it is. So it could be a lot worse. You can see that it's a cat. I'm gonna fill this up and neaten this up off camera, because I feel like if I continue on camera, it's just gonna get bad. So I will be back once I've done this, and hopefully it will look like a cat. Okay, so now I'm gonna go onto the face, and I am actually gonna go into my new product, which is my colour case by Made by Mitchell, and I feel like I should have done the cat in this because she's looking a little bit wonky, so I'm actually gonna go over with some of the black and fill in some of these holes that I have. Okay, I'm really liking how pigmented and creamy this is. And with the spatula tool, which I'm aware is for getting off the product, I might actually use that to kind of get the crisp lines, because it is so thin. I feel like I can use that to get the little cross that I need. So it's got a cross on one side and the eye on the other and a little nose. So I'm going to go in with the white and just going to put it on the back of my hand. And we'll start with the nose. So the nose is just a really, really simple little dot. Okay, we have a nose, and then we're going to do the little cross for its eye. We have got a little cross. Okay, so it's not perfect, but we have got an eye, and I am happy with that. And now I'm just going to add the little black pupil that it has. Okay, you know what? Let me just wait for it to focus. I really don't think that's bad for my first try. So now I'm going to go on and attempt to do the text, Emily the Strange. I might just write Emily. I might do the Strange, we'll see, but I'm going to do that off camera because that is going to be even more challenging than the cat. So I'll see you once I've done that. Guys, I've gone insane, like, she's so wonky, but I cannot be bothered to take it all off and do it again. Like, I'm not very happy with it. I'm happy with the cat, not very happy with that, but you know what, it's fine. Now I'm going to go on and add my eyelashes. I've also not got that much battery on my camera, so we're rushing through this. I'm going to go in with my mascara. I'm just using this Essence Lash Princess one in False Lash Effect. Okay, so now I've done the mascara. I'm going to add these big eyelashes on. These are actually my girlfriend's because I couldn't find any of my own big lashes. Like, I need to order some more. So thanks for that, babe. And I'm just going to go in with this W7 eyelash glue because I've run out of my duo glue as well. I really need to get some more makeup. This glue is really dried out and awful, but it'll get the job done, and I'll be back once I stick on my lashes. Okay, I have added lashes and I'm preferring how it's looking. Now I'm just going to add on the nose that I have in the inspo photo, just to look a little bit more cartoonish. So I'm using the spatula again, which I'm actually really enjoying. It's actually helping getting those lines. I'm just going to start drawing out my shape. Okay, so I've got the little shape. I'm just going to go back onto my inspo photo and have a look that I've not missed anything. And now with, actually I'm going to do it with my eyeliner, I think. Sometimes I add actual bottom lashes, but for today I'm just going to get my pen and I'm just going to draw a few little lashes underneath. Okay, and we've got that done. And now with my eyeliner, I'm going to outline my lips and then fill them in with my lipstick. And now I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to sort the hair and the rest of the outfit out, and I'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, I present the finished Leave Strange look. If you compare it to the photo, there are a few differences, but I am obsessed with how this has turned out. I am super happy with it. I love the little cat and the liner and the little nose. And yeah, I am super happy with it, and I hope this has helped give you guys a little tutorial, even though a few things I did off camera, like the shapes and actually the lips I ended up doing off camera. But we'll ignore that. And hopefully this will give you some inspiration. And this will be the beginning of coming back to YouTube with videos for you guys. I'm gonna go film the next one, so keep an eye out for that. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Thank you for watching, my loves. Bye!